We want to build the #1 international baseball league.
Oh, what a catch! What a catch, baby!
Like I said, I feel blessed.
The pitcher grabbed by Schlitter goes for the force of the plate.
Ground ball, double play, game over. Wow!
This is a money ball, gentlemen, and this.
Oh, money ball!
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. We are rocking and rolling and getting things going again with the Baseball United podcast. I'm your host, Liam Skiffington, and today I'm joined by a man who is an inspiration to so many around the world, our baseball development specialist in India, Mr. Vishnu Kalel. Vishnu, how's everything going, brother?
Everything's going great in India, and with baseball, all the baseball players are excited here with the to see the Baseball United progress in Dubai.
I love it, man. I love to hear it. That fires me up. So, Vishnu, you have an incredible story, and I'm looking forward to diving into that today. So before we get into the down and dirty, the nitty-gritty of baseball, let's talk a little bit about your background. I know you grew up in India, so what were you doing before you got involved in the sport?
Yeah, I completed my D.Ed degree and I joined as a physical education teacher in one of the school called Merimata Maswad in 2011. And during that time, I have to teach all the games, not just baseball. During that time, I was not even aware of baseball. Myself is a player of local game here in India. One of the top games is called Kho and athletics. My event was 1500 meter. So I used to teach those games in the schools. Then same time, basketball or the cricket or football, such type of games I have to teach in the school during those years in 2011.
So that you started teaching in 2011, but you were teaching, it sounds like you were teaching everything other than baseball at the time, right?
Yeah, here in India, the physical instructor or a physical education teacher has to teach all the games in the schools to the kids. He have to think about all the students, and his role is to teach all the games to the players and take them for the different type of tournaments, right from the district to the national levels.
Very nice, Vishnu. So tell me a little bit about how you got into baseball. Like what happened where you first saw the sport and started to fall in love with it and like do a little research about it? Because you are in the bat and ball epicenter of the world in India. There's obviously a ton of cricket players over there. So I'm curious to know how baseball kind of got to into your mind.
Yeah, many of the players from my school were playing cricket in on our school ground. But at I think at one of the tournament, I saw the game of baseball, and my teacher, or you can say my guru, will say it like his name is Nanish Kali, and he's one of the secretary of our district baseball association. So he introduced the game to me. He just told me about the baseball, and I saw that game in one of the school. I bring my team there. I took my girls team over there first, and from there I just started the baseball. And in 2013, there was a movie called Million Dollar Arm, and
Yep.
Rinku Singh and Dinesh Patel were the part of that movie, and I got inspired. Like I was like, if they don't know anything, still they became a success, and they are the part of one of the rich sports or the league, and so why we can't? Then I tried to search baseball on YouTube. So I got the first video, and that video was Mariano Rivera's cutter, the science of the cutter, and I saw that Magnus effect and all those stuffs. Then I just fall in love with the game, and I try to teach to my kids, and from there I slowly started to teach the game of baseball. And I can tell you, my school became the #1 school in Maharashtra. I won from 2014 to 2019. I won the state championship, 5 consecutive championship in a row from 2014 to the 19. And Maharashtra is the hub of baseball in India, and there my school was the top level.
Dude, that is
Yeah.
absolutely incredible. So you got 5 rings, huh? You got 5
Yeah,
championship rings. That's incredible. I had no idea, Vishnu. Oh my goodness.
yeah,
That's awesome. So to rewind a little bit, the motion picture Million Dollar Arm was produced by, I believe it was Disney, and it was kind of like a biopic of these two pitchers, Rinku Singh and Dinesh Patel, who kind
yeah,
of basically went to a tryout that
yeah,
baseball tryout in India, and the Pittsburgh Pirates eventually ended up signing them. Incredible
yeah.
story. So you saw that movie, and then you just decided to start Googling baseball. You learned Mariano Rivera's cutter, and we'll get to that in a little bit. And then you became a state champion essentially
Yeah.
with your school for 5 consecutive years. That's unheard of, man. That is absolutely unheard of. Wow. So, Vishnu, so now tell me a little bit about how you got involved with our organization.
Yeah. So before coming in contact with Baseball United, I came in contact with Carlos Mirabal in 2018. So like on Facebook, I sent him the request. I follow him. I saw his pictures and his stuffs on the Facebook. Then we start to communicate with each other. Then I send one of my players video to Carlos. His name is Saurabh Gaikwad. You know him.
Yep,
Uh,
Saurabh
so
Gaikwad. Yep.
yeah, so I sent his video to Carlos, and from that time, uh, Carlos appreciate me. He told, hey, dude, you great, nice job. You did nice job with this kid, and we can grow this kid, and we can take this kid to the next level." And from there, he's starting to teach me, and I was teaching to the Saurabh every single day. I was making the videos of Saurabh. I'm sending to the Carlos. Carlos will take the screenshot, like where he's holding the glove, where is his stride, where is his neck, where is his release point. So everything he explained me, because sometimes when we see on the social medias, like I don't want to take anybody's name, but there are many academies or many channels over there in Facebook or the Instagram or YouTube. So sometimes they are not showing the bad part, or they are only just focusing on the like velocity or those steps. So Carlos give me exact idea about what is real and what is real things in baseball. To become a good baseball pitcher or good baseball player, we have to see the at certain points we have to think about the mechanics or the other parts too, so that we were not able to see on the social media. So he explained the difference between reels and the real baseball player, and that helped us a lot to become a good to develop Saurabh Gaikwad for the next level. And at the age of 17, Saurabh threw 88 miles per hour in one of the tournament in Taiwan. He represented for the India, and he became the captain of Indian team at the age of 17. We participated in under 18 Asian baseball championship, which was held in Taiwan, New Taipei City, and there Saurabh threw 89 miles per hour with the top speed. And at the age of 17 years, he, with the help of Carlos' guidance, he became the India's fastest pitcher and threw 89 miles per hour speed.
It's incredible, Vishnu. As someone who's loved baseball my whole life, I've been around the game my whole life. The knowledge that Carlos has is absolutely incredible. By the way, Carlos is our manager of baseball operations here at Baseball United, for those that don't know. His baseball IQ is absolutely off the charts, and when he begins to talk pitching, it's on a completely different level. It's absolutely insane how he's able to, one, break down every little movement in the mechanical breakdown of a pitcher, but his recall and his ability to communicate that to these players is so impressive. So Vishnu, you mentioned that excuse me, you mentioned that you met Carlos over 6 years ago now in 2018, right? So
Yeah.
you guys have been working awfully close together for that time, during that time. So what is it like how are you guys communicating? Is it through WhatsApp and you're just sending him, I think you said you sent him videos and he sends back feedback, and then you kind of communicate that to your players. Is that right?
Yeah. So first we came in contact with Facebook. Then I got his number on Facebook. Then we started to communicate with each other on WhatsApp. Then sometimes I make the videos, I send to him, then he was like making the lines cross. Vishnu, you should not do this. You should avoid those things. Where Saurabh's glow should be close to belly button, or how his wrist should be, where it should be his neck. Uh, those things first he taught me. Then sometimes whenever we got the time, like evening time for me and early morning for him, so we make a live video call on WhatsApp. So I appreciate his work, because he was giving a free of cost without anything. He was giving his precious time to us, and whatever we need, like 15 minutes, 20 minutes, he was always ready to teach Saurabh. So I really appreciate his help. Because of him, I got many things, not just Baseball United opportunity, but I became a good coach. Personally, I become a good coach for at least for my Indian kids, and I took those kids to the next level.
So yeah, it sounds like Carlos has had a lot of influence on your development as a coach and as a communicator, and probably even a scout, I'd have to guess, because part of your role with us, you're over there in India on the ground and you're scouting these young kids as well, right?
Yeah, and one major thing I want to talk about the Carlos, like whenever we before 2 years, when I spoke with many persons from United States or any persons, because of accent, I don't understand what they mean to say. Like the accent was a little bit fast, but the Carlos was the person who spoke slowly with simple words, not like a higher English language. He was using a simple words, and that helped us a lot to understand the English too and the baseball language. He always told me that, Vishnu, you have to learn the baseball language, then you can learn more things. That's why he told me to learn the baseball words, like what is stride, what is hip to shoulder separation, or we used to say match, but he told instead of match, you say the game.
The
We should play
game,
the
yep.
game. So those things also helped me. So those words I was searching on YouTube. If I don't understand, I was sending those video to him, and he was explaining me for next uh, 10 15 minutes. If I didn't understand, he will WhatsApp call and he will explain me. So he didn't before baseball. I'm sharing this experience before Baseball United.
Yeah.
So he helps a lot. And when I asked like what we can do with these kids, so he told, Vishnu, you wait, opportunity will come to you. You just do what you are doing, believe yourself, and just try to better than yesterday. And that's
Mhm.
what helped me and Saurabh to grow.
Absolutely, absolutely. So, Vishnu, what can you tell? You mentioned how all your players over there are super excited for the upcoming Baseball United Arab Classic. What can you tell me about the state of baseball in India right now?
Yeah, we have tremendous talent in India. Uh, a lot of states. There are many states in India. Every state is playing baseball. We have a good baseball fan base, and I can tell you that many of the coaches and many of the players are reaching out me, and they're just telling me, how can we the part of Baseball United? And we want to play for Baseball United. We want to play for Arab class, and there are many fans of Saurabh Gaikwad, Akshay Mughal, and Akshay More. I will tell you one story about Saurabh Gaikwad. When he came back from the showcase, there was one footage of Saurabh Gaikwad in Baseball United showcase where one of our legend, Nick Swisher, and one of the commentators, I don't know his name, but when Saurabh came to the mound, they say one word. Here we have the right-hander pitcher from India, and he's from Satara, India, and that line, his local place like Satara, all the Satara people say share his video, and he has almost 2.6 million views on his Instagram for his video. So that was awesome, and that's why I can say that Baseball United reached to the 2.6 million peoples, and Saurabh Gaikwad reached to the 2.6 million peoples because of Baseball United. So I really appreciate the help of Baseball United. I really appreciate the Cash, John, Eddie, Carlos, because these guys give the opportunity to this kid, to me and one of our other two players. I will talk about Akshay More afterwards. But the thing is, his story is one of the I can say one of the things inspiration for other kids who never played the baseball.
Absolutely. It sounds to me, Vishnu, like part of what you're saying is that if it wasn't for Baseball United, these guys like Saurabh, these guys like Akshay, they wouldn't have had that platform, that worldwide platform to let everyone know that baseball is prominent in India, and that it's also great just because little kids in India can look up to guys like that and aspire to be a professional baseball player. They know that it's possible.
Yeah. Before go to the showcase, nobody aware of this baseball United or what we are doing in India. But once we came back from the showcase, almost every day I'm getting 10, 15 messages. Sir, how can we part of India? Sir, can you please guide us? They are sending their videos. So I told about this to Carlos, and Carlos told Vishnu, not with these three players. Our role is to teach all the kids in India. So we collect all those players and we made one group, and there we are teaching them, like they are sending their videos. So whenever Carlos get the time, Carlos is sending message there particular mentioning that those videos, and he's telling that you have to do this, you should avoid these things. So many steps are going in that group. And if any kid is not understanding the English or his language, I'm there to help those kids. I'm translating those English into the local language. Or if anybody is shy, we are telling those players to call me personally, or personally you can even send the message to the Carlos. And that's how we are developing the Indian kids here in India.
It's evident to me, Vishnu, that you and Carlos share such a passion for teaching this game, not just for baseball, but for teaching it and inspiring the next generation. And it's really beautiful to see. And it's beautiful that our organization has people like you guys in it in order to, like I said, develop that next generation. What does it mean to you, Vishnu, to be a part of Baseball United?
I can't say I can't. I'm living in a dream. Like it's not about anything, but I personally feel proud that I am representing the India in Baseball United. And Cash, John, Eddie, Carlos believe me, and they think that I am the capable person to lead here in India. So that gives me a positive vibes here in India, and that gives me a motivation to be a good baseball coach and help to my kids. And here I'm not just helping to the 19 or 20 years old. Even I'm teaching here to the 9, 10 years old kid. I'm just going to the schools and seeing the talents and helping those kids too.
How cool is it to you to be able to be a part of an organization that has so many legends attached to it, so many baseball legends, Hall of Famers, All Stars?
I saw those all the legends on TV or on mobile, and to be a teammate of those owners, or to work with those legends, that's like living in a dream for me. And I'm the luckiest person in India to be a work with those person and under the leadership of Cash. uh, Cash is the person who is leading from front. He's a innovative person, and within, who think that within a 3 years we can build a ballpark. But because of his idea, because of his mission and aim, we reach up to here. And I'm pretty sure that with the leadership, with the under the leadership of Cash, Baseball United will grow along. And with the all these legends, I can't share my moment, because these legends I saw everyone on the, because I show those videos, Mariano Rivera's video, Robinson Cano's videos to my players in school on our digital board, that this is the game, this is Mariano Rivera, like one of the best cutter, he's throw one of the best closer. So he used to we used to call him a goat. So all those persons, and those persons are on the wall of Baseball United headquarters. I myself took picture over there. So that was a huge moment for me. The person to whom I saw on a YouTube, I took picture with those persons. Albert Pulos, I took picture with him. That was a huge moment, and many of the persons here in India, they told me, "Hey, that is Albert Pulos who hit 700 home runs. Is that person?" So I told, "Yes, he's one." you man, you are very lucky that you took picture with that guy or that player, that legend. So in life, what you want then, if you are working with or you are teammate of these legends. So that's huge for me, as a baseball fan, as a baseball coach. And I'm very excited to learn from them, I'm very excited to work with them, and I'm very excited to take baseball united to the highest level.
Right. So one of the things I wanted to ask you, Vishnu, as we said earlier in the show, you're in the epicenter of the bat and ball epicenter of the world. How what are some of the challenges in bringing baseball to these kids, like introducing the sport to these kids who most of them, I have to assume, grew up watching and playing cricket?
Yeah, everybody is falling in love with cricket here, but now the everybody likes the bat and ball sports here. So
Hmm.
many of the cricket players are now turning into the baseball player because they like to hit the balls, and baseball is a little bit going long than cricket ball. So everybody loves to hit the dingers here. So they are just telling me, sir, I want to try my hands on baseball. Many of the cricket players, even those who played at the state levels, they are in contact, they are contacting me, and they are just telling, sir, we want to try our hands in baseball because we saw the showcase and it looks huge. And I will share you one thing, that after the news of our ballpark, people are very excited and everyone is thinking now baseball unit is going to the next level and we want to be a part of it. So everybody is excited after that particular news.
Vishnu, so you make a lot of great points there. One thing I do want to say that I think I glossed over earlier, and I apologize for that. What was your reaction when you figured out that you were going to be with our organization full time? Because, like you said, you were a school teacher before this, and then now you're, in your own words, living in a dream, working for our organization.
Yeah, I will share that experience. When Carlos was trying to reach out me, my phone was dead. Actually, my phone was little bit not okay. So almost 8 days my mobile was not working, and Carlos was continuously sending me the messages. Then I got the message from Saurabh also that he called me, one of my wife's mobile, and he told me that, sir, please make your mobile on or make it make it properly and call to the Carlos. He has urgent work with you. So I make my mobile. I took another mobile and I just go through my Facebook, my mail, my WhatsApp, everywhere. Carlos message was there, and he told me that, Vishnu, you have one of the opportunity, and you have, can you join the one meeting? I arranged one meeting for you, and there Cash, John, and AD was there, and they asked me some questions about baseball, about my journey. And I will tell you that same day, even Cash take care of me that time. I was not that much familiar on this Google Meet or the Zoom meetings. My English is also that time little bit okay. So Cash told me like in Hindi, thoda awaaz kam karo. So he adjusts me that time, and he told, you are doing tremendous job with the baseball in India, and we want to give an opportunity to you. So that's how I engaged with the baseball. And that time, a little, I went to my home and I cried. I shared with my wife, with my family, and everybody was happy that I'm doing something. That time they realized that I'm doing something great here with baseball. Baseball.
You absolutely are, Vishnu. I can just hear it in your voice and I can see it in your face. Your passion for this game is so refreshing and it's so beautiful. I got goosebumps just hearing that story. I didn't know all of that. That's crazy. So, Vishnu, what let's go into the showcase a little bit. Your experience there last year. That was your first time, I have to assume, seeing baseball on a grand scale as we had it.
Yeah. When I came to Dubai, John came to receive me, and at that moment, we directly went to the stadium. For the first time, I was seeing the stadium, and John showed me everything from right from the first stop, second stop, everything. And he just asked me, "You never went to the stadium?" And I just told him, "I never see any stadium in India. Also, I did not see any cricket stadium or in this. For the first time, I saw the big stadium." And then I was the lucky person, I can say, because I was in the locker room. My duty was in the locker room, and so I was the first person who saw all the jerseys, all the equipment, all the baseball equipment, and I was the person who was close to each and every place. So
Yep.
that was a pretty good part for me. Uh, Again, thanks to Cash for giving me that opportunity to be a part of locker room. So it was a huge moment for me, and there I met to the legend Nick Swisher, then Bartolo Colon, then our
Robinson Cano.
Robinson Cano, Didi Gregorius,
Yep.
Pujols, then many players, Andrendel Simmons,
Yeah.
everybody. I share, I shake my hands with those players, and that was a huge moment for me because I saw those all the players on YouTube because we don't have the access here to see the games. So I saw all the players on YouTube, and I personally met to them. And the special moment for me was like when Albert Pujols gave that jersey to me in the locker room. Then I Didi Gregorius give his cleats to me because all the players giving to the players, the junior or the prospect players, but the Didi directly came to me and told, "Hey Vishnu, this is for you." So that was a huge moment for me. Then one of the part of a showcase that close to my heart, it was when Saurabh Gaikwad threw first pitch in the history of Baseball United on that mound. So that moment was a huge moment for me. I literally cried there. So it was a huge moment for me and Carlos.
I cried then too, and I didn't even know you guys then. I was on the field for that. So for those that don't know, even before the showcase went down, it was probably the day before or 2 days before, when we were converting the field into a baseball diamond from a cricket pitch. Uh, our chairman CEO Cash Sheikh came down and along with John Miedrich, and they came up to Vishnu and Saurabh and said, "Hey, we want Saurabh to throw out the first pitch ever in this region," and he did, and it was such an incredible moment for everybody that was on the field. Like you could feel it. It was so incredible, Vishnu.
Yeah, that was very uh, emotional moment for me, for Saurabh. When we came back, his family was very happy that we did something in baseball because when we were practicing here in India, nobody noticed us or nobody. Some of the peoples were thinking like, what the hell these guys are doing because they never see the game base of baseball that much because. Saurabh was practicing like at his home. He make one curtain with the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and he was
He
throwing.
made a like a homemade strike zone.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
he was not having catcher at his home because there is no that much baseball. So he was throwing the baseball there. Again, he will go and come. Will pick that ball. Again, will go to the mound. He made himself the mound on in front of his house,
Mhm.
and he was doing practice there. So that time people were not noticed. But when he came back from the showcase, then he got one of the prestigious award in Satara district from the collector, from the police department. He got one of the best player award here in Satara district. So that was a huge moment for his family. All the news channels or the news media persons came to his home. So that was a huge moment for their family. And that time they realized that we did something great.
Vishnu, so during the showcase, when you see Akshay Moore take the mound, what was that like for you? Well, bring me into that moment because I know how big it was for India, for his family. I had members of his family texting me videos of them watching it back in India. So it was incredible. But what was that like for you, someone who's worked with him for so long, working with him to develop him into this great pitcher? To finally
Yeah.
see him on a mound with these major league veterans, these legends on the same field as them.
Yeah, Akshay is a different experience for me. Uh, as Saurabh was playing from 13 years old, right from the 13 years old, but I saw the Akshay at the age of around 18 years old, and
Mm-hmm.
I saw just his height. He is 6.4 feet, and I was just rooming with my friends, and I saw him on the field, and I just I was looking at him like, how, what the hell, how much tall he is. Then I went to his sports teacher, because here we can't see the coaches. Here we have to communicate with the teachers only. So he was one of my friends. So I went to him. I asked about this kid, and he told like, he's a good athlete. Then I went to Akshay and I told, just can you call me? This is my number. Then Akshay called me and we were talking almost 1.5 hours. Not about baseball. We just talk about the how a player should be, like his behavior, his regular schedule, those things. And then I just connect with him like, do you want to train with me? And he said, yes, I want to train with you. That time he came to my school, and that time he was around 75 to 77 miles per hour. That video is with me when he
Mhm.
came first time to train. Then I just told him to just throw on the knee. Then I made the video from each and every angle. After 4 months, he threw 85 miles per hour. And after 1 year, he was like 90 miles per hour. And when I got those videos, I just sent to the Carlos, and Carlos told me, with these things, if he's throwing 77, we can take him to the 1992 or
Mhm.
95 even, if he develop his body part also. So
Yep.
Carlos, right? Because Carlos was very eager to work with this kid also. So every day that time he was in the 12th. He has some board exams. Still, we were working on this player. And when we got to know about Baseball United, Carlos told me that Saurabh and Akshay, we are focusing on these two kids. And that time, when I told to the his family, his family was very happy, because this kid never play more than district level. District level is the lowest level here in India, and this Akshay played at the district level. He lost the final game. Right from there to the direct to the professional games. So that journey was pretty awesome for us, because many players are playing at district, state, national levels,
Mhm.
but Akshay was the person who played at the district, and from directly from there to the professional games. So that makes something special as a baseball player here in India. And
Absolutely.
when now I came to the showcase, when I saw him on the mound, I was like, he was looking at me, and I just told him, take a breath, because for the first time he was looking those people's like in the stadium, so he
Looking
was a
at
little
people
bit
in the
nervous.
stadium, seeing the
Yeah,
bright lights, seeing
yeah,
everything. Yeah.
yeah. So I can see his face. He was a little bit nervous, but I told him, this is your moment. Just have fun and enjoy the moment. Don't think about anything, whether you are going to lose, whether you are going to get home run or anything. Don't think about it. You just go and have fun and throw your whatever you pitch decided. And I can see that moment. I just hold the hand of Saurabh and I told him, we did it. I did it. I and Carlos did it. So that moment was very special for me. And he took Andleton Simmons out. That was a
Yep.
one of the best moment for him and for us also. Then John, Cash, even Carlos, after the games, they came to me and they told that, guys, you did it. You did tremendous job, because Akshay threw 91 miles per hour there, and that was a huge moment for us. And his family also watched that game. They called me. They sent the text. Uh, Thank you, sir, for whatever you are doing for our kids, and we are very happy and we appreciate your work. That was the journey of Akshay More from right from his beginning to the showcase.
Vishnu, it has to make you feel so good as a coach when you get these messages from these kids' parents thanking you for all the time and work that you've put in, right?
Yeah.
So, Vishnu, how important is it to you to be able to be in a position to help the next generation and really start to develop baseball in India?
uh, as a baseball coach, I'm not a baseball player, but as a baseball coach, I love to go to the field and teach the right from the small kids to the teenager players. So many of the smallest small players, like 9 years old, 10 years old, they came to me. They just told, sir, we want to be. they used to call me sir. We in India we respectfully say the sir. Sir, we want to be like Saurabh Gaikwad. We want to be like Akshay. We want to go to Dubai, or we want to represent our country in future. So what we have to do to reach that level. So I told them, whatever you are doing now, you just have fun. First you should enjoy the game, and the other parts will come slowly. So now currently my role is to just I am this Saurabh Gaikwad or Akshay. I give these players example to those players, because when now I am here to help you, but these kids, when they start the practice, they're nowhere were there. That time these kids started the practice. So you have to believe yourself, you have to work hard, be consistent what you are doing, and I'm there to help you whenever you need the helps. So there are many players from all over the country, right from another state also. They are sending their videos, they're asking me on the call, sir, what should we do, how should be our program. So all those steps they are sharing with me, and that makes me like on top of the world. Like I'm the one, like people are rich, so that makes me happiness, that I'm the person can help the players, and that makes me feel happy.
Well, you're making a huge impact, Vishnu. That's for sure. So I'm curious to know. You mentioned earlier, so many people are excited for the upcoming Baseball United Arab Classic. So for those that don't know, the Baseball United Arab Classic is going to feature 9 national teams from around the region, including India. So Vishnu, how important is that a tournament like this for the country of India?
Yeah. So in Arab Classics is going to be a huge event, and it is going to be held in our ballpark. That's a huge news, and all the Indian players are excited, and they just told we want to play in that ballpark, because that's going to be a history. For the first time, the countries are going to play in the Dubai in the professional field. So we want to be a part of that. So what we can do for that? So everybody want to part of Arab Classic. So I'm very excited. Same time, I'm damn sure that India can do something great in the Arab Classic. So I'm going with India.
There we go. You got him. You got him. So Vishnu, as we wrap up here, what's the message that you tell these kids in India that are again looking to be the next Akshay Moore, looking to be the next Saurabh Gaikwad? What's your message to them?
I just told them to be consistent with what we are doing, learn something new every single day, try to be better than yesterday, listen to your coaches, and try to learn new things every single day, and believe yourself, one day your day will come. So that's how I motivate them. Same time I told them, if you want to learn anything, if you want any help, anytime you can reach out me, anytime you can call me, anytime you can send me the videos. So that's how I'm working with those kids. Even some of the parents are calling me, and they're telling, can you take some camp for our kids, can you come to our place? So we can get your session, we can get your help, we can get your knowledge with our kids. So whatever possible for me, I share with those players, those parents, those coaches. So that's how I can tell to the Indian players all around the here in country of the India. I can tell those coaches and those players, if we can do it, all can do it.
Vishnu, thank you so much for joining me today, man, on the Baseball United podcast. And I'll see you down the line at the Baseball United Arab Classic soon.
Yeah, thank you so much, sir. See you soon, and let's go India.
Let's go India.